It looks kind of not good.
Yes!
Sounded pretty cool. We're working on it. Where does this lead now? Where does any of this lead? This all this stuff is just down here, like going somewhere. I just don't know what to do with it. Oh, I heard spiders. I do not like hearing spiders. And this cave, this thing splits up into, so no red eyes. Oh man, any red? No. Okay. All right. That sounded really close. I hate how close it sounds. No, I hope it's not down here. Ah, yes. Oh my god, the sounds are just so goddamn creepy. It's not even like they're complicated sounds, but they're the best. This game is so amazingly cool. I completely understand why I can't stop playing it. It's like just so amazingly simplistic, but with the best sandbox quality. Like there is no end to the possibilities of combinations of anything that you can do. And even when you're done, you can do it all again in a different world. Like that's sandbox right there. That's what all great games aspire to, is where they can put out a sandbox game that people will just play and play and play. Because that's the beginning of franchising. Because from there you can build the stories out of that universe and do this and that. Next thing you know, you got all sorts of kinds of deals coming your way because you built this one spot, this one game where the hero wasn't really defined. And everyone wants to know what the story is. And next thing you know, you got a million stories. And then you can do those team-up movies sort of things. Every video game always does that. They always go through that phase where they're like, oh, well, we got... Oh, shit, I'm out of torches now. They're like, oh, well, we got this good character right here, but we need to team them up. It always happens. Games always do that. They always move from single-player to cooperative. It's nice, though. I mean, actually, the game that I want to make, I can't because I don't have any money. It sucks not having money. It really does. And since I'm not in school, no more student loans, so, no, that's fun. But, if I had the money and I was still working, I was trying to get some funding and stuff like that. Nothing seems to be working. I mean, I understand that the game's kind of a high risk because, well, I'm fresh out of college and have no experience, and a lot of the stuff that I know isn't really refined. It's kind of just smacked together because I had to learn it on my own. I went to school for video game design, but I didn't really get taught a whole lot of it. I mean, the most important values that I was instilled with were basically how to look at code and how to, decipher it. Which is good and all because it helped out, but I mean, I needed to know how to model and how to rig and how to skin and how to texture and all these things that I had to figure out on my own in the blink of an eye. So I figured it out so fast that it really actually, people were freaking out because we did our presentation and I just blew everything away. Well, not me personally. I'm going to take that back because it just wasn't just me. I really didn't say much during our presentation, but I put a lot of work into the game, and we all did. My team, we all put a lot of work into it. And I'm stretching right now, that's why I'm not moving. But we all put a lot of work into that game, and I think it really showed. And so it all worked out, and it was really nice. The teachers were really happy. And I got kind of upset because one of the teachers that we really wanted to be there, he left right before our presentation, and I felt like total bitch slap to my face. because it was like he was like one of our favorite teachers, all of us in the group, and he just it was like he didn't care, and I was just like, oh my god. And we even in our presentation, one of the guy who was talking, my friend CJ, he was up at the podium, and he specifically mentioned the teacher when we were out. We were just trying to get kudo points and stuff like that by mentioning something that he had taught us, and I like looked in the back and he wasn't there, and I was like, I just saw him back there, like. He stayed for everyone's but ours. I mean, that kind of pissed me off. Except our presentation was really good. Really solid. And I was really happy that I had a lot of trouble playing the actual game because we had to add our own melee weapon code. And the problem is that the game was so based off, it was like a custom content mod for Unreal Tournament. We used the Unreal Development Kit, and so it was kind of, I don't know if you played Unreal Tournament, then you're gonna know what I'm talking about and how fast paced it is. I mean, there's barely any time to slow down and like really think. You're kind of just running and shooting, and you're probably gonna die a bunch of times. I mean, it's not one of those games where you go like 15-2. It's like a game where you go like 50/22, and that's good. And I think that's why my mentality in Modern Warfare 2 is so good, because I don't look at my KD as like, oh, I need to get like a 2.0 or something like that. I can't die. I'm like, no, as long as my kills is greater than my deaths, I don't really care. There's some games where I play like shit, and my KD just blows dick, but I don't really care because, hey, I'll come back the next match and just like absolutely own people. I mean, I'm sure people don't think that I'm owning them, but I am, because it's not really about the way that I do it. I mean, or about how do I phrase it? It's not really about the fact that I do it on a consistent basis, or that. Well, actually, I do it on a consistent. Man, how am I trying to phrase this? I'm sure people don't take it seriously because they look at my KD and they're like, and they think that, hey, how could he have, done good if, he had such a high KD or a low KD? And it's like, but I did do good, because to me, I don't consider me doing good getting a lot of kills with little deaths. What was that? I kind of consider, doing a good job in playing the game the way I want to play. Because I kind of feel like every time I play the game is more like, oh, it's that next mission. Where is this? It's like a mission to me. I'm like on covert ops or some shit, and I mean, all my kits are named after specific things that are a specific way of handling, an operation, covert ops mission or something like that, And so every time I play, I'm kind of like, I have a mindset of how I want to play. So I have like my class where I'm running with the Silence P90 and the Silence Bass 12, and that's me, flanking and being a dick. Well, not really a dick, but just, I mean, how can you really be a dick with a P90? That's how I always look at it. Like, I have some really amazing moments with the P90, but it's in no way, shape, or form an assault rifle or, UMP 45. Like, it's good, and you can get some really crazy long distance shots and stuff like that. But it's not the perfect gun, but I love it. It's probably my favorite gun in the game. I've been using it all the time. Ever since I started playing the original one, it's all I use. I use it in any game I can. If there's a game with, guns and one of the weapons you can use is a P90, it's like, hell yeah, I'm going to use that shit. What is this nonsense? Not now. I don't know if you saw that. I'm gonna stop it right here because, well, something just popped up and I kind of have to take care of it. So, I don't know. Fuck y'all. No, that's kind of mean. I don't know. Tune in later, I guess. It's a beautiful day.